What if I could save you at least $1,000 in 6 months of your time by having you watch this video? Would you be interested? I would. So, welcome to this video, guys. It's your motivational gamer, and today we're going to talk about the most common pitfalls in Summoner's War and help you guys save at least $1,000 in 6 months of your time by avoiding these pitfalls. When I started playing Summoner's War back in June or July of 2014, I fell in love with the game. They combine basically your JRPG with Pokemon, great combat animations. I was just hooked, right? I've been playing ever since. When we started the game, it was ridiculous stuff like the giant used to crit on counterattack, or he used to counterattack on crit. So if you crit the giant, he counterattacked you. The giant used to be way harder than he is now, back in the day with the triple imp comps and all that good jazz. So this is my third account now. My first account was the account that I played, Kyosho X, or Kill X if you guys ever seen it. I ended up rage resetting that account, just because, I was just rough patching my life, but, whatever. 46 stars gone. Boom, bam. Second account was the Guide to Guardian. That's what I used for the initial guide, and then, where we got that account all the way up to, I can't remember where it's at. It's somewhere though, but the Bernard is 250 speed. It's a bunch of jazz. But this account though is my third account. This is my new main account. This account I've been working on for 4 months with the goal to get to Guardian within 6 months. So far we pulled into Conk 1, almost Conk 2. And then I have 45 days to go. I just got to speed up my Bernard way up like 50 more speed, and then we'll be Guardian bound. But yeah, so that's it. So enough of the rambling. Let's get to the business, guys. So let's save you guys some money and time. So I'm gonna try to do this as chronological as possible and try to remember all the mistakes that I made, and then if I remember anything in the process, I'll kind of point it out as we go. And again, this is just to help you guys stop making not necessarily pointless mistakes, because no mistakes are pointless, I guess, because you learn from them. But I want to save you guys a lot of time and frustration, because when I say, the reason why this YouTube account exists is because of so much frustration I experience, on the collection of my accounts, and I want to save you guys as much money as possible. As much money as possible, much time as possible. So let's go ahead and dive in. So first thing you do, guys, you guys get into the game. Elia's like, hey, check this out. These runes are great, and these are what runes do, but they don't really tell you what the hell rune does. So we're gonna start this out as if we were playing the game, and just for a little bit of overkill, we'll use Zeros. We will use Zeros and Poseidon. That's what we're gonna do. Just because we're gonna show the computer how we feel about it. So when you start the game, she's basically sending you through these pointless tutorials. First mistake of the game, guys, that a lot of players fall into that don't even really realize what's going on is the fact that there's two things. Okay, that ×1 you guys see in the bottom left corner, right here, over there. Oh, wait. On the other side of the screen, you guys see it. But the ×1. That indicates the speed of battle. Okay, so if you're still playing on ×1, change it right now. ×3, so combat is 3 times as fast. The other thing, if you guys are still manually in combat, you are doing it wrong. Hit play, and combat is auto. This will save you so much time. That means your computer will, the computer will pick, your moves and stuff for you, and then you'll just go. Okay, that's the first pitfall that I ran into. Second pitfall is this. And this is a big one, guys. You guys really, before you guys even go any further in the game, need to pay attention to your runes. Your runes are the most important aspect of this game. So if you guys don't know how specific units are supposed to be runed, find out how attack type units. Look at the info of your monsters. Check out what type they are. Check out support type. Check out their skills. In the beginning, you're not necessarily going to know what skills they're supposed to do, what skills are good, what skills are bad, etc. But get yourself a healer, get yourself a buffer, somebody who will increase your attack power and defense. So Wind Pixie or Water Mystic Witch or somebody. Okay, do that and learn how to rune your units. Okay. The biggest thing that's going to slow down your guys' progression is not knowing how to rune your unit. So on my YouTube page, there's the type guides. You can learn attack type, support type, all that jazz. Even if you guys don't want to watch other videos and learn how to rune specific types of monsters, you guys can go to like summonerswar.co or Summoners War Wikia, and you know, check out those sites and see, you know, what recommended rune builds are. Rune builds on your monsters, I guarantee you guys, will save you guys so much time. Okay, next pitfall, talking about runes. Okay, this is huge, and this is going to save you guys a crap ton of money. Or mana, excuse me. We're not even on the money side yet, but on mana. Mana is going to be one of your most important resources in the game, and it does not need to be wasted on 2-star, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star runes. Okay, so 3-star runes or below literally only need to really go about +6, because that'll take you until you're at the point where you're able to get 4-star runes. Once you're able to get 4-star runes, 4-star runes typically go to +9, 5-star and 6-star runes go to 12 and 15, as long as the substats are good. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the substats, and all the substat is, guys, is the stats that go underneath the main stat. So the main stat is speed plus 42. The substats are HP, attack percent, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. Okay. Make sure you guys are paying attention to the substats. So after you guys learn how to effectively rune your monsters, you'll definitely understand what I mean by good substats. That's how you can set your guys up for success, or set yourselves up for success, ladies and gents, excuse me, for the ladies watching. So you guys can move forward and become more productive in Summoner's War. That's the next pitfall. As you guys continue to go through, the first instinct is to make as many 6-stars as possible. That is incorrect. Well, it's not really incorrect. I guess essentially you could make as many 6-stars as possible, but in my opinion, the most efficient way is to get yourself a solid team with solid runes. Those stages include Garen Forest all the way to Tulane Forest. Those will basically include all the basic rune sets that you guys need. Clear Fayman, of course, on normal, so you can get your Light and Dark Scroll, so you can summon it for, you know, shits and giggles, and see what you get. And then after that, you're going to continue to fortify your rune sets to 3 to 4 rune sets, and then you're going to start working on your Giants team. The faster you guys can get through Giants, the faster you guys will get runes, the faster you guys can move through progression. A lot of players will tell you that you need to 6-star your farmer first. Okay, so let me explain both sides of the coin, and I feel like this is also another pitfall. Can you 6-star your farmer first? Yes, you can. Okay, but as a beginning player, most of the time, most players come to the game, especially as a beginner, not knowing any better. You'll just 6-star a unit because you like it or you think it's cool. Okay, that's what I did. It's not cool. and typically what happens is you'll end up 6-starring a unit that you probably won't even use. Now granted, if you're pulling a unit like that's a natural 5-star, guys, and what that is basically pulling a unit that has 5 stars that are gold, 5 golden stars to start. That's what we call a nat 5. A nat 4 comes with 4 golden stars to start. But you know, if you're pulling like a really good nat 4, and you know, you'll learn those as you go, or like a nat 5, if you're 6-starring that up front, okay, I get it. But like if you're looking at like Wayne the Bounty Hunter, like that's what I did. That was my first 6-star ever in the game, because I was like, yo, he looks cool as shit. Oh, right, and I 6-starred him, right? I just punished myself for that, right? You see that? I just punished myself. Because that's what I did, because I thought he looked cool. And I spent all of my resources to 6-star that unit. Now, what your typical people in the game, they're going to be like, yeah, man, 6-star your farmer first. But at the time, I thought Wayne was going to be my guy, man. And then he's hitting, like, he's throwing toilet tissue and cotton balls at the enemy, and I didn't understand why. Because in my mind, I'm like, he's a 6-star. He should be hitting for 5 million. Yeah, 5 million. But he didn't. He didn't hit for 5 million. He hit for 5. Not really 5, it was more like 50, but still. So that's the thing. If you have great runes, could you 6-star farm? Of course. But realistically, guys, honestly, you really don't even need a 6-star until you get into Giants B8. By the time you get to Giants B8, you should have your first 6-star. And then that literally, that one 6-star is enough to carry you to Giants B10. If not, make another one. Then you'll have 2. And then you'll be in Giants B10. Because my thing is, why waste 6-stars on farmers, especially if they're not pertinent units like Zeros, Poseidon, you know, stuff like that. Why waste 6-stars on those types of units when you can work on your dungeon team and progress faster, get better runes faster, and then when you have great runes, you can make as many 6-star farmers as you want. Because understand that, you know, I know you get into the game, guys, and 90% of players are going to tell you, 6-star your farmer first, because that's what they heard, right? That's what somebody told them, but it doesn't work like that. Okay? It can, but it doesn't. um, so like, you know, and other players, the argument to that will be like, well, if you're 6-star your farmer, you can level other monsters quicker. Bruh, come on, man. The hell? The object of the game is not to level your monsters fast. The object of the game is to get runes and win. That's the objective. That is the objective. All right, so I just had to talk a lot about that one because that's actually a really big pitfall, guys. So don't go in an all-out rush to make a 6-star because it's not necessary. At least not in the beginning. Make a 5-star team, and then you have a 5-star solid team. That's a team of 5 stars, healer buffer included, and then, you know, a core team. And then after that, it sets you up a strong foundation that you can build from. You see what I'm saying? If you got one 6-star farmer and no other monsters, I mean, it puts you in a tough pickle. Okay. So that's that. That's the next big pitfall. So most players think that, you know, not really think, but they end up getting stuck in scenarios, right? And which leads me to a really big pitfall, okay? And the reason why, this is why players get stuck in a pitfall, and this is why players say 6-star your farmer first, because most players get into the game and they get addicted to the lightning as soon as possible. For those of you who don't know what the lightning is when you summon a mystical scroll, okay? That's these guys right here. Okay, and lightning pops out the scroll, and you have a chance to get 4-star or 5-star monsters. Okay, and what'll happen is, as a beginner player, you'll start to buy a bunch of summoning packs. You'll buy the packs that are an absolute waste of money. Okay, which is another where's it at? These guys, which is an absolute waste of money. And crystals, you know, because the presumption is that you should save up 750 crystals so you can buy a mystical pack. No, you should not do that. Never. Okay, these are a waste of money. You get scrolls and Karos. You can get more scrolls with 750 crystals on refills than you ever will buying a premium pack. I promise. But what happens as the players, like, you know, we get caught up and we start summoning all these monsters. Then we got monsters upon monsters upon monsters. And then we find out about what? You know, you start summoning all these crazy natural 4-stars and natural 5-stars, and then you find out what you got to do. Then they're like, oh man, I got these good monsters. Now I gotta awaken them. So now between hanging out in scenario, trying to make your farmer a 6-star. I was just kidding, don't do that. And between that and now trying to farm essences to awaken, now we've created a loop here. So now Com is getting more successful with all of our monies because we got to keep buying packs to get fodder, and we got to keep going to the little hall of water or whatever the hell, and hall of magic to get essences, right? And then it creates a feedback loop, and all you're doing now is trying to make all these 6-stars. And the problem is now you have 52 and a half 6-stars, and you're still in Giants B2. Okay, that's the problem. that's a gross exaggeration, but that's literally, though, that's what happens. It might not be Giants B2, but it might be like Giants B5 or B6. So in order to avoid all that, don't buy summoning packs. I promise you guys get mystical scrolls in the dungeon that will allow you to get the things that you need to move forward. Runes are the biggest thing in this game. All right, so that's the next pitfall. So that's kind of those are like the major ones, guys. And then in terms of like using your points, the next pitfalls are, you know, not knowing what to do with your points effectively. So like throughout the game, you guys are going to collect glory points from the arena. Buying scrolls is a no-no. Devilmon is going to be your priority, and then the rest of your buildings, specifically like your Mysterious Plant, your Sanctum of Energy, then your Speed Tower, crit damage, you know, all that good jazz. That's where your points should go first. Again, if you're doing what you need to do, Karos-wise, you don't need to spend... Sorry, let me change that. You don't need to waste your glory points on your on scrolls. Because there's no point, honestly, in the scroll. Man, it's ridiculous. It's terrible in there. Okay, next up is a lot of players make the beginning mistake of not joining a guild. Join a guild. Even if you don't like the guild, just join one so you can get points, guys. Because now, since they added the guild shop is like a super easy way to speed up your 6-star progression. Because now you can buy 4-star max Rainbow Angelmon for 150 guild points, which is super cheap. Like, to the point where you don't even have to participate. As long as your guild is winning a battle consistently, you'll get 150 points a week. Promise. Guaranteed. So, join a guild, get your Rainbow Mon, and save them. Okay. Next big pitfall players make is wasting their Devilmon. So for those of you who don't know what a Devilmon is, you get these Devilmon weekly from the Glory Shop. I haven't bought mine yet because I just blew like 800 points. But Forbidden Ingredient increases the skill level of the monster by 1 when used as a power-up material. So this leads us to a couple of mistakes, guys, that a lot of new players make. Either A, they don't even use the Devilmon because they don't know about them. B, they feed the Devilmon to something else because they don't know what the Devilmon is for. Or C, they try to power up the Devilmon. Okay? Can you level the Devilmon? Of course you can. Like, say if you want to use it as like 5-star fodder or something, by all means. But what a Devilmon essentially does is it increases the skill level. As you guys see, these skills are grayed out on the screen here. As they get Devilmon, those skill levels go up and makes your monsters more efficient. However, Devilmon should only be used on 4 stars that don't have fusion material available. So like, what I mean by fusion material available is, like, for instance, if you go to the fusion hexagram, like let's say I was scaling up McKean, I could make Undines, and feed Undines to Undine. Right? Or, could you do Devilmon if you didn't want to really go through all that every time? Sure. But as a rule of thumb, like, I would use Devilmon on monsters that are 5 stars that are hard to get. So like the 5 stars in here are hard to get, right? So Devilmon them. Devilmon your 5 stars. Devilmon your rare nat 4s. Things like that. And that's typically what players are going to run into with Devilmon. See, what else is a oh, here we go. So now we're going to start talking about money, okay? This is dedicated towards pay-to-play players. For free-to-play players, if you guys are saving crystals, stop. Just use your crystals for refills. More time in Karos, more time to do what you need to do. You don't need to buy premium packs, guys. I promise you guys. People are going to be like, well, I summon Jesus with my premium pack. I mean, well, that's great that you summon Jesus, but you summon the only one. Now, who the hell is everybody else going to summon? I'm just saying. So, now we're going to start talking about money. So, a lot of times, players make the mistake. I did, right? Like, we buy the little silly weekly packs, like trying to buy the damn element packs and like the light and dark scroll pack and all that shit during the week. The best packs to absolutely spend your money on are these. The new packages that they just increased. So like all the mana packs, summoning stone packs, daily packs, those are great. The starter packs, when you first start the game, the $5 pack and the $29.99, awesome. And then the other one that's really good is this one. These here, in the beginning of the month, it starts with the legendary scroll. Those are only good packs to buy. This legendary scroll pack here, you're basically paying $100 for 2 skill ups and a 4-star and 2 3-stars. Yeah, no bueno, and 300,000 mana. No thanks. It is not worth it, especially when they already give you 2 12-hour XP boosters a month anyway, and every time you make a 6-star, you get 2 of them, or 1 of them, or however many it is for a repeat. But yeah, I mean, so that's the biggest thing, like, in terms of cash. If you guys are going to spend your money, I'm not telling you guys don't spend your money. I'm saying spend your money and make sure it's efficient. What makes spending your money efficient is having the crystals that you need in order to move forward. More playtime equals more runs, equals more rune drop chances, more mystical scrolls, more everything. And that's one of the big thing. Also, since now we're moving past money, we're talking about all the things that you guys already have. Another common mistake, do not feed your natural 4-stars, okay? If you have a nat 4 and somebody tells you they're bad, or a nat 5 and somebody tells you they're bad, put it in storage, okay? Because first off, you're not going to know whether it's good or bad, and some player just might not know. He might be like, yeah, man, Zeros is bad, or the Fire Dragon is bad, or he might say that shit just because you don't know. The other day, we were on stream, and there was somebody that said, that was telling some kid that if he fed his natural 5-star to a red slime, he would get 30 mystical scrolls, so the kid did it. Don't do that. Don't feed your nat 4s and nat 5s, guys. Put those in storage. Save them, put them aside until you know, or you can consult with somebody that actually knows the game, that is actually interested in your well-being. So save that. Watch out. For general chat, and because some players in general chat, man, they be on that BS straight up. So that's another big pitfall. What else? What else is a big pitfall? So we went over money spending. We went over fodder. Oh, that's another big one. So another common pitfall that players run into is trying to build too many monsters. Okay, so like, you know, you guys are looking at my box. Like, it's, when I look at units, right, there's essentially two teams that you guys need: Giants team, Dragons team. If you can use the same team for both, that's even better, but, you know, ideal circumstance. But essentially there's two teams. That's 10 units that you guys are going to build, and those 10 units are the only units that you guys need to work on for a very, very long time. What I mean by very long time is until you're speedrunning Giant Stand and Dragon Stand, because literally those two teams equate to everything else. So you can mix and match those teams to make your TOA 100 team. You can mix and match those teams based on runes to make your Necro team. You can mix and match those teams based on runes to make your Raid team. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You get what I'm getting at here? So the tendency that players have is that they try to build 5,000 units, and what happens is all 5,000 of these units get mediocre because it's hard enough to build one good unit, let alone build 20. So, and that's probably the biggest pitfall, guys. So I know the tendency is to, you know, gotta catch them all. I just gotta have them, all of them, right? But you can't build all of them, at least not in the beginning. So the biggest thing is, as a beginning player, is to set yourself up in a position where you can receive the benefits and move forward. Yeah, just like that, forward. Yeah, like that. All right, but that's it. Let's see. I think I pretty much covered it all. Oh yeah. And then the last thing, I'm sure there's plenty more. Oh, and with that being said, guys, is you know, before we conclude the video, guys, if there's other pitfalls that you guys think, you know, that players run into, add them. Or if there's a mistake that you made that you wish you wouldn't have made, I'll start at the bottom of the comment box. But if there's a mistake that you made that you can mention, so that it could help as many players as we can not make those mistakes with this video, let's do that. But the last thing I want to mention, and then we'll make this a community thing so we can all like kind of comment on this, get, you know, and mention as many mistakes as we can that we've made. But the last thing, guys, is in the beginning of the game, try not to get too focused on arena. When you're in the arena, your goal is to get glory points, set a crap defense so you lose on purpose, keep your rank low, farm points, and get the points that you need to move forward, especially in the beginning, guys. I see too many players get caught up, you know, in arena, and they get so focused and think that there's like some kind of magical strategy that if you employ it, you'll be Guardian 3 when you're level 17, but it's not going to happen. Okay, it's just not. I mean, unless you're a hacker, I mean, by all means, but otherwise, it's just not going to happen, guys. So, you know, pay your dues, do it step by step, and focus on the things. And if you guys, you know, have fallen into any of the pitfalls, or if you guys are falling into the pitfalls that I've mentioned before, pull yourself out. You know, there's hope. You know, try not to get too frustrated. You know, that's the things that I mentioned are some of the bigger things that players run into. And again, you know, let's make this a community thing. Let's get everybody involved in this, that, you know, that watch the video, and let's mention mistakes that, you know, that we've made. So again, collectively, we can pay it forward and help other players not to make those same mistakes, guys. But that covers it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys learned anything from this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I mentioned not to buy premium packs, right? Don't buy premium packs? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Don't buy premium packs. But just want to say it again. But that's it. That covers it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We just crashed over 6,000 subscribers, guys. Things growing in a major way. So I wanted to say thank you guys to all the new people. Welcome. To all the old heads, to all the senior TMG crew, this channel would be nothing without each and every one of your support. So I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart. Again, let's help as many players as we can move forward in this game, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.